Here with my man, Coach Kai, Kyrone Davis, fresh off the wide unanimous decision victory against Danny Garcia. How you feeling about that performance, Kai?
I think it was a good performance. I watched it. Some things I could have did better, but I'm pretty much satisfied for what I did. So
come on with the cool shit, Kai. That was a magnificent performance.
I think it was good, but something I wish I would have did more of. But that's all hindsight. But I did what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to win. I told you I was gonna win. So
what do you feel like you could have did better?
I don't really want to say, just because there's some things like, if I say it, then there's some things that I'm putting out that I really want to put out there. But some things I know for myself that I know I could have done a little bit better. That could have just made the fight even easier than it already was. It wasn't a hard, taxing fight on my body, but it was mentally staying focused and locked in. It was a tough fight, and I had to because even though he wasn't able to land, that was because I was locked in, using my defense, using good footwork, and stabilizing them with the punches I was throwing. So, I mean, you can always be better. If you feel like you can't get better in a fight, I feel like you probably plateauing, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get better.
Now talk about the frustration of having the fight. Like you were supposed to fight, I think, a couple months before that, and he pulled out a day before the weigh-in. Did that have anything to do with your focus, or?
Nah, I was focused the first time. That's just something that you go through. You can't harbor on that type of shit. You gotta kind of just, it happens. It's boxing. It never happened to me, but it was something I had to go through, and I think it made me a better fighter overall.
So you're the WBA Intercontinental right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, what's next, man?
I want Lara. I want Adamas. I want Genovic. That's what I'm looking for. The title. Everybody who has a belt. That's what I'm looking for. So I mean, I got no feelings about nobody in the division that I like. I don't get into that. Like I always say this. I don't get into like who's who. I just have a goal, and the goal is the world title. So anybody who has a world title, I'm willing to fight.
All right, that fight puts you one step closer to it.
Yeah.
Right. Ideally, when would you want that opportunity?
Right now, like tomorrow, the day after. Whenever. I don't really, like I said, I don't get into all that stuff. I just like to fight. I'll take any fight, anywhere. Just name the place. So.
Do you feel like you've crossed that threshold where high risk gave David Benavidez a tough fight 2 weeks notice? I feel like you beat Anthony Durrell in a draw, and now you take out a top prospect who a lot of people were looking at as the future of the division. Are people going to want to get in the ring with Kyrone Davis?
Hopefully so. I can't really. I know my stock has risen, but I've always knew who I was. You know what I mean? It's just more so for everybody else to find out who I am. When you have certain kinds of performances, like when I'm handicapped, we're having such a short camp, or handicapped with certain things and variables. You can get labeled as a fighter. And this fight was about taking that label off me. You know what I mean? That I can't win a fight, like a big fight. You know what I mean? Like I've been in the ring with everybody. I know what I'm capable of. I don't just be talking shit. I wouldn't be if I wasn't capable. I wouldn't even be boxing. I'm not here just to like sit around and be somebody's journeyman. So I know my stock has risen. People are talking more. I'm ranked pretty high, in the ring and transgressional rankings, and I'm just waiting for my opportunity. I know it's gonna come. I've earned it, and it's gonna come, and I have a great team.
Now, you say you want Erislandy Lara. He's facing Danny Garcia on the September 14th card. Is that a fight you're gonna watch closely?
I probably won't. I mean, I'm 50-50 about going because Caleb's on the card, and I do want to go out there, but. And I mean, my family been missing me, so I don't know. I'm like 50-50 if I'm gonna go. I might go, I might stay home. I don't know. But I'm gonna watch it. Not like I said, I don't really get super into it. Like once I get like this is what's gonna happen, or if I can get a certain kind of fight, then that's when I lock into it. But I'm kind of gonna, if I watch, I'm gonna watch as a fan first. And then afterwards, I don't get stressed out about that kind of stuff. I don't get into like the antics of it. It's a sport, the fun sport. When my name is called, I step in the game.
Who wins that fight, Kyle?
Who wins that fight?
Yeah.
I think it's a really good competitive fight. We have to see how much Danny has left, see how much Lara has left. I think it's a good crossroads fight. I think it's a fight that could have been happening, but you know, it's good that it's happening now. I think it's an interesting fight. You know, you got the stick boxer, who's also a puncher. You got Danny Garcia, who's a great counter puncher. Always finds a way to stay close in the fight, no matter what. So I think it's a good fight. I don't really have a winner in that fight. I go back and forth about who I think is going to win. I wouldn't bet on that fight. It's just too unpredictable.
All right.